seasons in the NFL for the first time last year.
It's kind of raining a little bit.
Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, it could just be a few months.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
That was barely in there.
Here we go.
I gotta have a... Oh, yeah. No! Yes, this one. Yes.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, you got me thinking, bro!
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Because it has a spy on. It has a spy. Cover 2 drop. Look, it has a spy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah.
Throwing again. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number
Miles Garrett
coming in to drop him.
You got destroyed.
Partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs.
You gotta go for it on 4th and 27.
So you were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Returnable here for Callaway.
All the way to the 40.
Flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
Mayfield looks to throw. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield, and this is caught. Touchdown.
Excellent.
Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Don't go in the end zone. Oh, come on! I want to try and kick it right at the 1, and this is going to bounce out.
Carolina Panthers, who had won 4 straight prior to that Week 8 loss at San Francisco, bringing their offense back on the field. So the 4-game win streak over. Allowed a touchdown against San Francisco, Charles, on their first 6 drives of the game.
Yeah, that was a surprise to me. How about you? I mean, a surprise anytime a team gives up a touchdown on 6 straight drives. But with Carolina's defense, you know, so much talk about Kyle Allen. He has played well. Christian McCaffrey is an MVP candidate. But I thought the defense during the winning streak, I thought that was the difference. I was really surprised at how easily San Francisco handled those guys.
Well, giving up 51 points. This is their worst loss at 51-13 final since 2002 for the Panthers. So they're 4-3. Next 3 games, home for Tennessee, at Green Bay, then home for Atlanta. So one toughie in there, but maybe they can win a couple of those.
I think that they have a great chance of winning a couple of those. And interestingly enough, I think they match up well with Green Bay. That could be a fun one for them going on the road at Lambeau.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Jay Whitehead.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on down.
If you didn't pitch it.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy,
back to an
that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. He's going to look for Beckham in the end. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
Toe drag swag.
23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Okay, that should have been a
Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's
you want to pitch it
here with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
If you pitched it into the end zone, my guy could.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Right foot in there every now and then.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That was supposed to be a pass.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, that good coverage.
Myles Garrett, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that was a little scary.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job.
Wait, what? No.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
Oh, if that
Almost
wasn't a high pass, I would.
It's a good running back dive play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
My kicker's
How are you going to win it?
trash.
And in this case, they managed to
My
get it
kicker
done.
is boo-boo.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From just shy of midfield, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Oh, yeah, he's gone. He has
Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 51 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The ball's glitching.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The football back to the Cleveland Browns offense, and a 3-game losing streak is the situation they're facing right now. As we noted earlier after the loss to New England, Charles, it's a 2-5 record. So let's look at the upcoming schedule. At Denver, then 4 of the next 5 after that at home. So maybe a chance for them to right the ship a little bit.
And not just at home. Look at who they're playing.
What if he caught that after?
Buffalo, yes, that'll be tough, but that's winnable
What
at
if he
home.
did catch
Pittsburgh's struggling this year. Miami, that should be a win. At Pittsburgh and home against Cincinnati. So if they have any thoughts, any designs on getting back into the playoff race, that stretch will be absolutely critical for them because they just got to take care of the football. Run it a little more with Nick Chubb, right? This roster is way better than what their record is. They're still learning how to win games.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
Thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants, 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, I might duck under the table when you answer this one. The Falcons at 1-7.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
Mayfield now, just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. Partner, earlier I asked you about some teams that were underperforming so far. Well, right now let's play a game arrow up, arrow down. I'll give you teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. You tell me if they're going to go up or down second half of the season. Let's start with the Raiders at 3-4.
Arrow up. I think they're going to beat the teams they're supposed to beat, and they will beat someone good down the stretch.
Okay. Now, Jacksonville, they're 500 right now, 4-4.
Yeah, but their division is conducive to their arrow going up. Gardner Minshew playing well. Maybe Nick Foles comes back, and I like that defense.
Okay, the Lions got a win last week to get to 3-1. How about them?
Don't like their division. Minnesota, Green Bay within division. Unfortunately, arrow down.
Lastly, how about the Panthers, 4-3?
Defense is supposed to travel. That was a tough one in San Francisco last Sunday. Still think that will happen, and I do believe Cam Newton will come back this season. Arrow up.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. Pass incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. That's to his running back, complete. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a
85-yard pick six. That has to.
short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The extra point up and good.
I was
And that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have a superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Third down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. On fourth down, Newton escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was fourth among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
Oh! And he saw if he ran up, he would have got it.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
How'd you miss it? How'd you miss it? 13-14.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try to score when given the opportunity.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
fourth
Picked up
time.
by James
You got
Bradbury.
45 seconds.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Okay, time for a league-wide tangent. Let's look at the divisions. I want you to hand out a bronze, silver, and gold medal for what you think of the top 3 divisions.
Okay, let's start with the AFC South.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Defense.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
You got 20 seconds, so. Oh, yeah.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
3rd and 31.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical.
I thought it was a play action.
If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained
No, you didn't.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue. As we are underway in the second half. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Hey.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
He fell.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
That's minus 22.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
25. Come on, you want to go for it? Here.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on fourth down? Newton to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. With that incompletion, let's take a quick peek ahead to Week 9, some of the intriguing games. First off, one that you're calling. How about the red-hot Vikings at the Chiefs? That's going to be fun.
That's going to be...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, that's a fumble. What if I fumbled him, too?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton.
And that's 6.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Dad, did you see how he showed up?
Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
No problem there on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Gosh, you're doing what?
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2nd and 18.
Olivier Vernon. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Newton.
What?
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Literally could have just put his
It'll
hand
be a
up.
pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's fast.
Oh,
completes it to Samuel.
What? No.
Touchdown, Carolina.
I swatted that.
Touchdown passes now for Cam
Hello?
Newton. And the Panthers are once
Physics.
again going to retake the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion,
But, I thought he was going to one-hand.
there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Minus 3.
Once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh,
and that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Almost had that.
Well, we have a moment here after that incompletion with it being Halloween week. Let's do something Halloween themed. Give me your 3 scariest defenses in the NFL.
Ooh, I love your theme. I like that.
Corny as ever.
Yeah, corny but good. All right, let's start with the Minnesota Vikings because their ability to mix and match, how cohesive they are as a veteran unit, and big-time playmakers at every level. And Harrison Smith, the fixer, the guy can go up and down, backwards and forwards, and make plays for you. Number 2 for me, San Francisco. They could easily be number 1. The problem is New England is just outstriping everyone. But think about what San Francisco is doing. Youngsters up front, guys in the back end, Richard Sherman having a career year, a rebirth type of a year. But New England giving up 6.7 points per game, or is it 7.6 points per game?
7.6.
7.6. I'm trying to make it even better than what it already is. But those Patriots, you can't really name too many stars. Probably Stephon Gilmore, their corner. But after that, they just play so well, it doesn't matter. They're the Patriots, and they shut you down.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
You get this?
Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Really?
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Yeah, I still need one more.
Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score.
What?
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Wait, no. That was on the 1. Wait, I think the last time it...
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he finds a man.
Yeah, that was my zone. Like, I was
able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Now Newton on first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton shakes off the sack. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now Newton. It's complete. Artis Payne. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Oh, yeah.
Terrific
Do the
read,
triple up.
better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Third and long, it's Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Throwing is Newton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this Browns defense stands tall. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they give it.
And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton.
Oh, come on!
Flag down.
That's a
He
face
goes down.
mask.
So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Oh, I'm going to decline
So they
it.
will
It's
take the
17 on
sack
the
instead
one.
of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the
that was
series.
worse.
But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
From his end zone, Newton on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
What the heck was that?
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's not happening again.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Newton now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel.
No.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton.
What the?
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This is such a dumb idea. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Throwing again on second down. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, you got...
There he goes, left side.
Come on.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
What do I need? Like,
Christian
2
McCaffrey, 38 yards. The Panthers, they widen their lead.
I need 2 touchdowns to score.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
There you go. I put OBJ at punt returner.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Score.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
What are you doing?
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Mayfield, he'll get that complete to the tight end Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Why are you blitzing?
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
It doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Mayfield. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
12 yards there and a first down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Wait, that's on the
Picked up by
one.
Rashawn Golden. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
53 seconds.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
The 6.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. To throw is Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first.
No,
They've got 2 more to use here in the
How
final
do you
stages.
want me to score twice?
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
4th and 1. Are you going to go for it? That's the question.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Newton now to throw. Busting free at the 10. And he'll score. Touchdown. Browns.
No. Okay, now this is scary.
Don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2.
Because you're in an onside.
Everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change.
I need a
Either
pick
you turn over,
6.
you take it away,
Right now.
or stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5.
No!
They're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And get this.
Now it's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.